Are we back? I hope so. We're gonna find out pretty quick here. We got a windshield to do.
Yes.
Yes. We got the windshield to do. Did you think I was gonna leave you guys hanging? Because I was thinking about it. I was like, I don't know. So I wrapped up the rest of it. I just had to get some shit done. I wanted to let the computer cool off for a little bit, even though it's kind of warm in here. I have to address what is going on with the streaming machine for future live streams. I have a better computer inside that I think I'm going to swap it out with. It's a couple of things. It's either the internet connection off this machine, or it's just overheating. There's kind of a lot going on, but I don't know. It's not using that much CPU. But we are back, boys. We have a windshield to do. Customer gave us the go-ahead. He's a very nice guy. I really appreciate it. Also, my wife ran out and got me some Kung Fu tea. Have you guys ever had bubble tea? This is like a coffee smoothie dealy. Kind of like a frap. Usually have bubbles in here, but this is good. This helps. All this, like, we're gonna get this done. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it right. And we're gonna do it on stream. I went outside to just get a coffee. Are we coming through on the YouTube? We are coming through on the YouTube. Okay, good. We're going to pause these, and we're just going to cross our fingers for the back. Three drops today. It's just one of those things, you know. Unfortunately, I don't know what the technical problems is. OBS was definitely screwing up that time, so maybe it's not Restream. Maybe it's OBS. Maybe it's a bunch of things. Maybe it's too hot in here. We got extra light. Like, I don't know. It could be a bunch of things. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump over to the GoPro. We're going to get started. We are doing 35. We're doing 35 on the shield. So we got some things to towel off really quick. We're going to make this the best windshield ever. Hype. My notifications are definitely dead. All right. That's fine. Let's go. Fine. Let's go. All right. We need a towel. So let's get this started. Everything else is already done. It looks gorgeous. It's just, you know, one of those things where I'm gonna make sure it's good. The computer has to be in here because we have so many cameras plugged into it. It can't be inside. So I need the computer in here. I have a mesh network router that would hopefully give it some more stability, and it has. It's been great. But it only takes a second for that to drop out for me to have a problem, so I don't know if it's that. I don't know if it's just the computer overheating. Like, I built that computer in 2013, 2014, somewhere in there. But it's still a good enough PC to stream, but I have a much better PC inside, so we're gonna try a couple of things today. Or running an internet cable out here is going to be a challenge because I gotta either like drill a hole through a wall or something. That is what I would ideally do, but I'm just not sure yet, so I don't know. I'll figure it out. we will have a good stream, or maybe it's just the internet in the area kind of sucks. I'm not sure. That's also a possibility. I don't want to do a soak rope on this one. I want to keep this like slim. Maybe I should. Damn it. All right, we'll do a soak rope. Have I tinted an opal? No. No, we don't get... It's possible that we've had a similar body style here, but that does not sound familiar whatsoever. I know it's more... Like the European cars we get here, like the latest thing is Fiat. And that's with Chrysler now, so it's not exactly very foreign at this point. BMWs and Audis. It's got a nice channel that's in there. That's nice. We gotta clean the glass. There's a bit of some gookie on it. Yeah, let's pull this out. Should we have done this before stream? Maybe. But we will make this happen. So this is all that cabling that I was talking about. We've got that like rectangular shape here. And then up here is where there's this disconnect. So the better way to handle this is to remove all this. That way we don't have to splice. And it wasn't very hard to take all that apart, but I did look up a tutorial before I did that. But the tutorial was not on my channel, so go figure. We're going to be using Pro Classic 35 on this. We will not let technical difficulties get in the way. We will make this happen. We can't stop, won't stop. Fuck the haters. This is happening one way or another. And this is a good one. Like, I wanted to go live with the windshield, so we had a little bit of a break, and then coming back. Hi, Matt. You are my hero. Aww. Thanks, man. I felt it was very important to continue to stream today. That's what we planned for. So we'll sort out technical difficulties later. Hopefully everything will work for this portion. If not, I'm sorry. I did everything I could. But at the end of the day, the work has to get done. Ugh. He's got a little chip here too. Just want to make sure this is pretty clean. Is tinting a windshield legal in the USA? Yes. It depends on your state, though. And it depends on, like in Michigan, if you have a doctor's note or not. When did I start using razor blades again? So it all depends on the condition of the vehicle. If I start running across random spots of glue, then you're gonna see me use it. I used to have like one solid formula for like everything, but I'm adaptable now. If something's better in a certain situation, you'll see me change it up just a little bit. Just go with the flow, man. That's right. Yeah, I'm really confused with my PC. I mean, I know it's hotter in here. The funny thing is it's cooler outside than it is in here. But we have a lot of lights that'll contribute. And streaming can be somewhat demanding on a computer. It's not bad if you're just streaming, but it's not exactly the newest, most modern computer for streaming. So what I didn't want to do is bring my editing PC out here, but we might have to. It's either editing PC, so it's, I don't know, runs a little better. The hardware doesn't get as hot, or it's the internet. It's one of those. I thought it was Restream, but I think OBS is just hiccuping on this computer for whatever reason. Put the fan on it. I actually opened it. It's got a bunch of fans, but there's no way to I gotta duct cool air directly to it at that point. Which I don't know. I gotta get a little fan then for it on top of it. But I have, that's the only way cool air is coming in right now, so I'd have to this isn't the hottest it's been though, and we've ran streams out of here, so I don't know. We'll solve it. Hey, what up? Nothing. You know, just doing the same car. We'll get it though. We're gonna get it. It's gonna look good. God damn it. That's the end of it. You guys can't say I didn't try as much as I could. Holy shit. I just wish there was an easier way to do all this, but there's just not yet. Okay. What is that? Terry with a $4 super chat. Money to fix the 2013 computer. All right, here's the deal. I'm a huge computer nut, all right? I very well know. I know you're kidding. So there's that. But this is I've used this plenty of times for streaming without an issue. And it's not I try and get by with outdated hardware, on purpose. It's just I have a $2,000 editing machine inside. And when I built this computer, this was a $2,000 machine when I first built it anyways. I wonder if I should do this after. Yeah, let's do this after. We're going to shrink it first, and then we're going to cut that out. So I've spent a fair bit of money on the PCs that I built anyways, and they work really, really well, and they work really well for a long time. Generally speaking, I try and get at least 5 years out of my machines if I can. So for streaming on this thing, OBS isn't super demanding, and this has like some NVIDIA graphics cards in it. So it's like, it's a pretty competent machine still, but it's definitely like, it's a good, eventually turns into a good web browser, but it's not quite there yet. You could still like game on it to some regard, but it's showing its age. And I'm not 100% convinced that's the reason why it's bombing out. It's either the way the internet is set up, because it's not a direct wire into the router. Well, it is like, it's a mesh network, so I don't know. We're gonna play around with some stuff. I wish I had an easy way to run a direct internet wire here though. So I might try and figure that out first before we replace the computer. Because I really don't want to put my editing rig out here. But being that we're paying an editor now, I might not have to edit inside as much. So no earpiece to hear the comments? No, I can still hear you. Everything's still good on that front. Hey Matt, if you need any help with computer issues, I know a guy I would recommend. Thank you, I appreciate that. I should be fine. Generally, I'm the one to figure out all those issues. That's how I even got this stream up to where it is today. It's like I know what potential problems it is, and it's kind of hard to like say definitively which one it is. I am like tech support for my family. Did we grab 50? I think we grabbed 50. Ooh, we don't want that. We want 35. Holy shit. That would have been bad. 35. It was a blessing and a curse, right? Do friends or family ask for free tint jobs? No, not really. My dad has a shop. He's not a tinter, but he's got a shop, so it's like some people go to him. Generally don't know a lot of people in the area that want window tint. I tint my buddy's cars, that's about it, but he always pays me, so he's never griped about it. Hook him up a little bit, but he's not the type that asks for that. Holy shit! Damn, that was loud. I didn't see anything. Was that one of those? I think somebody got glass aid. That's why that goes off, but sometimes it doesn't work. So if somebody did, thank you. Carrie? Really? Damn, dude. Thank you. That's awesome. Did that alert work? Yeah, it was super loud. Holy shit. That's awesome. Thank you. Hopefully that alert worked. Like I said, we juggle. I try and get all the outer orders out as soon as I can, but sometimes things get delayed a day depending on when they were placed. So if it's like Thursday night, sometimes a little bit extra. but we'll have orders going out today for sure, 100%. Like I said, that's all those wonderful technical problems. What, Windows? Messenger? Ooh. Oh, so somebody was messaging me about a charger. We might have a charger for Wednesday. We'll find out pretty soon. This is a pretty flat windshield overall, except for these top corners. I just noticed you're barely able to shut the garage door. Yeah, this one's not that bad, though. This is like the right size. Like this mid-size SUVs, like just bordering on full size, that's as most as we take here. I keep getting white specks from baby shampoo. Generally speaking, it wouldn't be because of baby shampoo, but if you have buildup in your tank, you need to clean that shit out. Johnson & Johnson will build up over time in your spray tank. Do you have a tint meter to read VLT? Yes, I do. That's how we figured out the back of this was 35 actually. I've used Glass 8 a few times already. It's amazing stuff. Good job. Aw. Thank you. You know, I'll be honest, I'm scared to ask for reviews on it. It's just a very different thing. I remember getting not a ton of backlash, but there's people that are like, why the fuck would you do that? I don't understand it. We'll just use scissors or use a button or use this or use that. And like, that's fine. But those, the whole point is like you put it on the border. And then being able to see that border helps catch up your time a little bit. So with the Sharpie and stuff like that, you still have to use like a light. I was saying about the garage because the horrible neighbors. Yeah, we only put stuff in here that we can close the door for now. It's not that I'm required to do that. I'm just erring on the side of caution. Again, I like doing these, and to be honest, I would rather do full vehicles that I can fit in here anyways. So like full cars, mid-size SUVs, anything I can fit in here is what I want to do anyways. So I don't really want to do front doors because that doesn't make like a show. So I've been declining some of that work, and that's on a lot of big trucks and stuff like that anyway. So for the most part, I just don't do that kind of work right now. It's not that I didn't, not that I wouldn't like to, but the show must go on. Can you measure it after installation? Yeah, if I can remember, if we got the time. Is it true 35 goes darker after you install it? No. No, all the films, they don't change shade. I've heard that from some sales guys though, where they're like, oh, I thought it'd be a little bit darker, or oh, I thought it'd be a little bit lighter. And some sales guys will just say like, oh, we'll just drive it around for a little bit, you know, let it settle, let it dry, and it'll adjust a little bit. No, that's not true. Whatever it looks like is whatever it looks like. They will dry out, but that doesn't mean they will lighten up or darken. That's a meme. So 35 looks darker on a windshield versus just the front doors, because it's your last source of light entering the vehicle. There's a lot of light pouring in through the windshield, which always makes the front doors look brighter. As soon as you tint up that windshield, like that's it. I mean, unless you have a panoramic sunroof open, but generally speaking, that's not the case. Even then, sunroofs are always factory tinted. Not very intelligent salesman? No, very lazy salesman. They wouldn't ever take the time to learn or understand. And a great example was, so they never would even, is tinting sunroofs a thing? Yes. But they would, man, I worked with some shitty fucking sales guys. You want to get me frustrated, talk about plotters and talk about fucking lazy ass sales guys. So there's this one place that I tinted for. They were so petty to the point where there were two sales guys at a counter, and they acted like they worked in separate companies because they had commissions tied to particular jobs. So if a customer came in that was for another sales guy, that sales guy would completely ignore him and would be like, oh, yeah, you got to come back another day. You're Aaron's customer, or you're Joe's customer, or you're Carl's customer. And like they just flat out wouldn't help him. It was fucking ignorant. It was unbelievable. But there was like, so there's this one day where we come in, we do the work, we leave, and they insisted. They're like, you have to come back. There's bubbles in this tint job. The customer is freaking out. It had been like 3 hours since we tinted it, and it was a warm day. And so we're like, okay, we'll come back. I drive an extra 30 minutes to come back to fucking walk out and look at this car, and it's got just the regular bubbles where it's drying out. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? And he's like, what? All those? I was like, yeah, you remember when you tell customers that it takes time to dry out? Yeah, well, that's what it is. Oh, I've never seen it like that before. It's like, yeah, you ignorant asshole. You don't fucking ever walk out with the customer anyways. That happens all the time. Give us some time, it'll dry out. Oh, I don't know about that. Fucker, are you arguing with me now? You know what I mean? Like, dude, it was absolutely insane. They would argue. They would bitch about pricing. They would just fight with us all day long. They would complain that anything over $200 was too expensive and how they can't sell anything more than that. And then they lowered the price to $200 and below, and they still couldn't get work. It's just, you look at the reviews of that place, and it was just like, these sales guys are ignorant. This guy was rude. This guy sucked. Like, I mean, it was just like bad people, man. And we know from like past experience, there were some good sales guys there, and they were awesome. And they learned how to work with us, and we had a great run. And then there's just like these people that come in and just fuck it all up. Good times. Good times. Wondering about your opinions on warranty windshield. So I've had maybe 5 cars. What? Let me read this again. So I've had maybe 5 cars here out of the hundreds that want the tint, the Windows windshield that has a crack in it. I tell the customers I don't warranty it, and they kind of get mad about it. Why tint something that's already broken? Oh, I see what you're saying. So If there's a crack in the windshield, you can still tint it. That's fine. There's nothing to warranty though. Because they're broke. Well, so I hear what you're saying. I would just do it for them, but let them know that, like, hey, if you get that windshield replaced, that's not under warranty. Because there was nothing wrong with the installation. Warranty doesn't cover, like, replacement of the glass, if that's what they're wondering. If it's cracked and they just get it tinted, you can tint it, and you could technically warranty the windshield just fine. But that has nothing to do with the pre-existing or future damage of the windshield. Tint warranties never cover anything about cracked glass, and they don't cause it either. So yeah, I mean, you're welcome to take whatever stance that you want. Generally speaking, if a customer is relatively cool and you just like give them a disclaimer, like, I see it's cracked, I can do it for you, that's fine, but you know it's cracked. And like they know, they'll be like, I don't know, I like just speaking from generalities, most will probably say like, yeah, I know, that's fine, I just want it tinted. And then you just do it. But like if they replace it down the road or anything like that, that is not your responsibility. And if the glass cracks any further, that's not your responsibility either. There's pre-existing damage there. Sometimes you just get those weird people. Tough to say. I really like the don't roll down stickers after an install. Yeah, I want to get some custom ones. I just got to actually do it. There's a guy in the Facebook group that print them out. I tried my own labels and I did a long-term test and it left adhesive. And that's like, I just wanted to be sure. And his pricing is actually really fair. So I'm going to get some done. Just wanted to hear your opinion. Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Most of the time around here, it's those vehicles that you dread tinting anyways, college hillbillies and diesel trucks. Oh, 100%. I know that. I know that life. Yeah. I mean, we get people here straight out of Detroit. They don't even, like, I had a Crown Vic. The transmission was busted. So like the car didn't even sit in park. You had to put the parking brake on. You had to put in neutral to start it. There was one vehicle, I almost drove it straight through the garage door at another shop. And I went in, I don't often get mad about customer vehicles because like, if they bring it to me in a fucked up state, it's fine. They know, like you talk to them about it a little bit, it's fine. They just want tint. You just do what you can. It's fine. Bro, he didn't fucking tell me anything about this. He's like, yeah, here's the keys, man. And then the brakes were broken. That bitch almost went straight through the front door. And I was like, I put it in park. I was like, bro, what the fuck? He's like, oh yeah, I gotta get the brakes fixed. Oh yeah, asshole. You might want to tell me next time. Dude, that straight up pissed me off. That's just a dangerous situation to put somebody else in. But that doesn't happen very often, at least for me. But there are people that like, they will get tint over doing anything else to their car. Okay, well, good news is this is clean. This is ready for a nice reverse roll. So that's what we're gonna give it. Give it a nice bath first. I probably sound overly angry in this part. It's nothing with this one. This one's going great. Just like, I don't know, PTSD about working for other places and just people that didn't care. It's tough. When you really care about your work and care about doing good and pushing things, you'll get overly upset and frustrated about people that don't care, and you're put in those situations. A lot of cars like that income tax time? Oh, 100%. That's always an interesting time of year. People get a little bit of tax money and it burns a hole in their pocket. They want to go get some tint. But, you know, you take the good with the bad. You just gotta, like, I do that a lot. You take the good with the bad. Sometimes you never always get the cars that you want. Sometimes you get an easy day. Sometimes you get a hard day. That's just the nature of it. You roll with the punches. But then there's just some situations that are just like brutal to be in. Working with shops that just low effort, that do not care. Those are just one of the most difficult situations for me to deal with. They'll like argue with you tooth and nail about like, nobody wants carbon, nobody wants ceramic, nobody wants this, nobody wants that, nobody cares, nobody wants to listen. And it's just like, no, you've created that environment yourself. You used to have people argue with me about, that we're just a little too far away from that customer, or we're on the wrong side of the road. And it's like, bro, I got somebody literally down the road 1.5 miles from you doing better, nicer cars. And you're like, yeah, we're just on the wrong side of the road. And he was serious about it. And it's like, you moron. It has nothing to do with being on the wrong side of the road. And then you get a good sales guy to come in the same store and like completely turn things around. Ooh, this one's not going great. So, hopefully we didn't just screw it up. Tell you what, it gets hot in here when you shut that fan off. Maybe it has something to do with all those lights. Didn't go as planned because all the salesmen talking. Nah. Puts me in, like, puts me in like a zen state where I ignore the work. I kind of just do like what comes naturally. And to not think about it so much can be helpful. You just kind of go through the motions. Have you thought about moving out of state? Oh, 100%. I would like to. I'd like to a lot. It's probably going to be about a year before we do, at least a year or two. We want to buy a house out of state, somewhere where I can have a pool, like built. That's life goal right there. I'm thinking Florida. We were talking about Texas a little bit because her sister, my wife's sister, is going to be in Texas. And for her to be closer to some family would be great if we're gonna move anywhere, because I don't know anybody else out of state. So we kind of have the whole U.S. as like as a possibility, right? But I want to move somewhere where we can just like settle down long term. An area that we like to be in, an area with maybe some nicer weather all year round, preferably. And I know Florida will get stupid hot in the summertime, but you know, just somewhere that's a little bit more enjoyable. Cali is expensive as fuck, though. That's my issue with, and like traffic too. I don't know enough about Cali, but I do know they have notoriously terrible traffic out in LA, and it's incredibly expensive to live there. So, like most people, you kind of Texas gets hotter. Yeah, Texas gets hot. Some of their areas have cheaper housing, which is pretty cool. You get a lot more for your money, it seems like. Plus, I learned this not too long ago. The Gulf has amazing water. Although there is hurricanes, but the water is so nice. So like I went to the other side of Florida, and the ocean is just, it's too much. I don't like it. It's too cold. And then same for California. It's like the water is actually pretty cold out there. Just like Michigan. Michigan, we have a bunch of lakes, but even the lakes are like dumb cold. And they're dirty, and we don't have beaches or anything like that. So it's just like a perk to be out that way a little bit. So it's like Texas and like out towards Tampa and stuff like that seems like a pretty nice spot. San Diego is nice. Maybe I'll look at the housing out there. Oh, bonus points for Jollibee. I know there's a lot of people in chat that's not going to know what Jollibee is, but that's a Filipino McDonald's, basically. So that would be awesome. But wherever I can build my own private pool, because what's going to happen is this is my dream. I've settled in on what it is. We have a car, we go live, and then I end stream, and I spend the rest of the day in the pool. That's my whole life. The end. That's it. That's life goals right there. Oh, somebody knows Jollibee? Yeah, man. I know, they're out in California, so one of my uncles, aunt and uncles, they live in Vancouver. They flew us out, actually. Me and my wife, we got married. They flew us out to California. Don't end stream, take us out with the pool. That would be weird. Maybe if I was girl streamer, but I'm not, so it'd be weird. I'm not Amaranth. But yeah, there's a Jollibee in the area. There's none in Michigan. Closest one is in Chicago. I'm Filipino. Hell yeah. Sorry, let me scroll up for a second. North Carolina. North Carolina's not a bad in between. California is filled with Jollibee. Whataburger before it sold out. It's gotta be, see, there's so many burger places and pizza places in America, but if your wife is Asian, there's like very few rice places, and one thing that is very near and dear to home for Filipinos is Jollibee. They have really, really good fried chicken, but you can also get stuff like spaghetti and rice. It is a really, really good place. Woo. So, Jollibee is a very interesting place. The ironic thing is, though, is when you go to the Philippines, McDonald's actually has some really, really good spicy fried chicken too as well. So like I know we have like Popeyes and stuff like that, but it's not the same. There we go. I think this went really well. See, the stream worked out better this time. I don't know why that is. I didn't change anything. I just let it sit for a little while. So we're going to squeegee this off, check it over. We got to put the mirror back on and then we'll be done. So yeah, I don't really have a great answer for where I want to move to. I want just a place where we have some things that we like to do. So like a good thing is always like, you know, a nice beach with some good water. A pool, like you don't understand. I need a pool. That is like life goal for sure. California. I hear a lot for California. I'll look into it, but definitely not thinking it. Hey! $10 from Mr. D Magic 88. I was born in 88. With a $10 super chat. Thank you so much. Thanks for sharing your skills with us. I have a question for you. Yeah, man. Go for it. Yeah, man, ask away. I'll try and keep an eye out for your name. Thank you so much for that super chat, though. I returned in time to hear about you doing poolside streams. No, we are not doing poolside streams. That is not a meme. That is not something that is ever going to be a thing. I just need a pool in my life. You guys. Move to Texas, come tint in my air-conditioned shop, and my best friend will build you a pool at cost. What are you waiting for? It's an interesting offer for sure. So, like every tinner, part of my deal is growth. I like to have the ability to do what I want to do, and what I usually do is not entirely shop friendly. Because it takes time, broadcasting, all that shit. I don't really want to go back to being like a 5-car a day tinner. I still do that a couple days a week, but I want to move away from that. I just think there's more interesting options for me. This looks good. This looks really, really good. I'm very happy with this. Maybe Billabong will sponsor the channel. It's like those. I think what it really comes down to is just like a lot of places stay in business. They have to tint a lot of cars to pay like a big overhead, and I'm always very leery about that. And being that you can tint from home, like the cooler idea to me is why not invest in your home instead of investing in your shop? And like I get it, right? Your shop is like long term if you don't want to tint anymore and whatever. So it's like but I don't know. There's just some creative businesses and stuff that you can do otherwise. So I've never wanted my own crazy full-blown shop. Oh, we need this fan. There's that question. Bro, you didn't have to donate for that. But thank you. Holy shit. It's warm in here. Mr. D Magic. How do you deal with an older car that the felt strip / flap on the bottom of the windows folds down while rolling the window up and down? With an older car. What kind of car in particular, if possible? Because the soap solution helps that seal. Like if you're talking about the very bottom seal of the roll down windows. Yeah, it shouldn't fold up and down. But spraying soapy solution, pulling it back with a shank, I'll treat those the same that I do newer cars as well. But thank you so much for the super chat. I hope that answered your question. But feel free to just comment and specify a little bit more if you can. 89 Nissan Sentra. Give me a sec. I will look that up. It's a big straw. Yeah, it's for a bubble tea, but we don't have the bubbles in it. It's a bubble tea coffee thing. 89. Sorry, I'm gonna look this up really quick. Ooh, that one doesn't look fun at all. This is what we're looking at here. Just for reference. That does not look fun. This is not a bad picture. Yeah, same deal. So at that bottom, let's just use a shank. Just spray it down, use a shank. I mean, the seal shouldn't keep flipping up and down. If it does, then it's just altogether a much more difficult thing to do. Oh my god, this is leaking. There's like a burn mark in the side, but I didn't realize this is like leaking actual baby shampoo. That's not good. What did I do? That's gross. Yeah, that's gross. Thankfully it didn't get too out of hand. Holy shit. Oh, it just started ruining the wood. Good times. Okay, let's finish this up. Yeah, man, this looks really good. I want to say I saw a little something, I swear. A little curly Q right there. So let me... Georgia isn't bad, but it's just as hot as Florida. Yeah. Plus, so Florida's got a few more like touristy attractions, and I know living there you'd probably get a little sick of it, but I've lived in Michigan all my life, so like I just want to go somewhere where like I can enjoy more year round, because we're like fucking locked up for 4 months out of the year, or 5 months, or 6. Like I hate it. I hate winters. I've just lived with them, and I'm tired of living with them. You know what I mean? Come on, little dude. Oh, it's here. Oh, it totally overshot. It's like right here. Oh, there it goes. Perfect. What shade do I install the most? 20. Like, more often than not, color stable dyed 20. That's like all the time. Dude, this happens on like everyone. I'm getting tired of it. Just like one little one. Can we stop? The rest of it looks phenomenal. But I'm getting like consistently one little thing that I gotta like pluck out. It's becoming a trend. Yeah, we're just getting a knack for it at this point. I believe that's it. Everything else is pretty good. So let's put the mirror back on. Let's get everything buttoned down. Should I just remove the seals? If it's more comfortable for you. Oh, on like the Nissan? I mean, it should be able to be tinted just with leaving them as is, but going into like a 89 Sentra is just like, I don't know how long you've been tinting for or if you're pretty new. Going into something like that is just gonna be much more difficult. So if you remove them, you can put them back in as long as it doesn't like, you know, take off the door panel, get the seals out of the way, tint it, pop the door panels back on, and you'll be good to go. That would be ultimately the easiest way to deal with them. But I don't really remove hardly anything ever. Ironically, as I put together a mirror. Mirrors are different though. Ugh. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, okay. I don't take anything apart. Ignore the mirror. This came apart really, really easy. Yeah, I know it. This is why I don't take some of this stuff apart, but made the install go that much better, so that's why we did it. Stupid. It came apart so easy. We're almost there. I just gotta figure out, there's hardly any room to like maneuver these wires. I wonder if it went like that. Yeah, 20 is going to be super common most places that you go, unless the law kind of sways them in a different way. So Florida, for example, has 35 and 20, or no, 30 and 15, I believe, is the Florida law. Am I still using the rearview mirror dash? We got it! Hell yeah! There we go. We figured out how to route the wires. There we go. Much better. See? Now it looks good. Yeah, it just takes 2 minutes. So Florida's like 30 and 15. So there's a lot of people that are going to ask for 30 and 15. Is my personal car that I'm fixing up. I just want to do the tint them only to have those seals. Oh, then if it's only your personal car, try taking the door panels off. That'll be your easiest way. Take the panels off, tint the windows, put them back on. But tinting your own vehicle for the first time is always going to be difficult, especially on a car like that. Like, for example, if somebody came up to me and was like, hey, can you tint this? I'd be like, yeah, but I don't want to. Minnesota is 50% all the way around. Yeah, it totally depends on the state. But it makes sense if you're like in a much, the sunshine state is what they call Florida. It makes sense that they'll be a little bit more lenient on rules. Here in Michigan, there's nothing on the front doors and nothing on the windshield unless you have a medical prescription for it, which we're not required to check. So it's up to the consumer, not up to the establishment. But that could change one day. I think we're good. Oh my God. That air is so much nicer. See, we haven't had any hiccups with the stream. What the heck is going on? Everything's been fine. Couldn't tell you. Weird. It looks good. Very, very, very nice. Well, boys, I think we're done, except gotta make sure everything else is all touched up. We have succeeded on a subject, but we didn't get the whole subject covered today, so I don't know. But we might have a charger for Wednesday, so let me check my phone. Do you know what's nice about this back too? So this was kind of annoying when I've been in shops, but it's like super nice in this place. This back splits. So we're just wide enough there, and then this goes down like that. Perfect. You guys are very welcome. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being a part of the stream. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. I came back and we fucking knocked out a windshield. We'll figure out this system, damn it. We'll get this stream better than ever. Nothing cool was ever easy. Glad I didn't leave us. I know you guys thought I abandoned you. Damn, son. Yeah, this looks good. We fixed this one. This one looks so good. Gotta make sure it's all wiped down. His key is there. What's in the bag? Oh, we're not going through people's shit. No. That would be, in some way, I totally get people ask. All right, let's put this up here. And then, yeah, dudes. Ta-da! God damn, that looks good. That looks really good. There we go. Peanut on the defroster. What to do? Those things kind of suck. So you can heat them up and you can press them out. You can also slice them, heat them up, press it from the top and press it from the bottom, push that air out. The best way to handle those is preventative measures, but it's usually on Chargers, Challengers, Mustangs, and 300s. Probably a couple more, but I'm out of glass aid. Need to order more. Is it in stock? Yes, it is. All right, we gotta send this dude a sweet picture. Call me about order. Oh boy, hang on. I would need. Wait, sorry. Hang on. One person at a time here. I gotta switch. Turn on. Okay, come on. Allow. Take picture. Whoa. Ew. Widescreen. Facebook. And then. I sent him both of these. It's all set. Turned out great. Okay. Now we gotta switch. People messaging me on both sides of the messenger. At 12, if that works. Cool. We might have a stream on Wednesday. We are figuring out a time right now, but he is looking like a go. The Sentra that I'm about to do, about to strip and redo. Ooh, it's got a removal too. That's no fun. Has 5% on the front, 2.5 on the back. They really do. Damn. Matt is the best tenor in my book. Thanks, man. I try. I'll be honest, I'm not as fast as what I used to be. I've already slowed down. So at the glass shop, they're booking me about three to four cars in a day instead of like 5 plus sets of doors, just because they know that I'm going to take about an hour and a half to 2 hours now on a car. I part owner syndrome, I guess, and part just like, oh man, I'm just tinting as fast as you can every day is just, I don't think that's ever the way to go entirely. I like that we can tint here at a better pace, and then you make more per car because you're doing it from home. Or mobile, however you want to do it. Did the taillight stream happen? No, it didn't, and I'm sorry. That's just my bad for that one. I let other things kind of get in the way, and then it just came to do it, and I was just like, eh. So he did go back to a live stream, figured he'd just say forget it and just finish the car. Yeah. No, so on this one anyways, stream cut out, I tinted the back, and then we came back for the windshield. Got it all set up. Made sure that I had some like leeway on time. Okay, cool. So he's on his way. Whoa! What the? T-Jet? T-Jet, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. The only time I got pulled over for tint, the cop realized I was the guy that tinted his rail. 5% and 35 on the windshield, and he let me go. Bro, that is awesome. Thank you for that super chat, but that is a fucking hilarious story. Pulls you over for tint and then realizes you tint it. Dude, I've tinted for some cops, and most of them just, they want it as dark as they can possibly go. They don't even care. They're just like, I'm a cop, 5%. And you're like, do you want to go a little bit lighter? Not saying that you're going to get pulled over, just, it's dark. No, 5%, I'm a cop. And they're just like straight face. And you're just like, all right. Yeah, they want 5 on the shield. They're fucking insane. They like, I don't know if it's just because, there's yeah, sorry. They want 5% on windshields. A lot of them just want to go as dark as fucking possible, and it's just like, dude, it's just like near impossible to see. They don't care. They just don't care. 5%. I'm a cop. There's a guy on YouTube that prides himself on world record tinting. I would not be happy if he tinted my car in 20 minutes. Yeah, look at the like to dislike ratio on that video. It was excruciating. I'm not saying that tinting that fast is impressive on some scale, but yeah, there's like a few. When you start bragging about it only takes me half an hour to an hour to tint a car, people start questioning the quality of work. That's like that double-edged sword. What you want to do is have a good, happy medium where you know you're putting out quality work, but you're not letting it take up your whole day, which is, this took up our whole day. Can I clean my windows after they tinted? Yeah. Yeah, you can wipe down the inside. Use, ammonia-free glass cleaner, though. Just make sure there's no ammonia. They'll say glass safe or ammonia-free. Not to hate, but, David Tennis Express is fast as hell. Know nothing of his quality, but that vet, 45-minute car, big flat, almost no shrink. Oh, yeah, that's fast for a vet for sure. I'd spend a good half day on a vet. You know, and it depends on just how long you've been doing it, how many of those that you get, and you can put out a really good job. 45 minutes is actually a respectable time. Like 20 to 30 minutes is like fucking shit. Put it on the glass. You don't even have time to like wipe it down necessarily. But I mean, you're definitely skipping over little things. And you also have like, if you run into any type of an issue, you don't really have time to make it up if you're putting yourself under the gun that much. Like in a shop environment, I'm comfortable with an hour and a half. 2 hours if it's a more difficult car, and that's kind of like it. When I really had to speed up, I do it in an hour, and I was like, that's as much as I want to push it, but that's me. Oh, the newer vet with the flat back. Oh, okay. Yeah, that one's much easier to do. I love the Stingrays. Anytime we get one of those, it's like, thank God. I don't want to see the older ones. Quality over quantity. Absolutely. Always start with quality work, and you can charge for it. That's the nice thing about it. You can charge for your time. It's harder. It's harder to get there because there's people that want it here, they want it now, and they want it fast. But there is a clientele that is willing to go to you if you present yourself right, if you charge accordingly, and you back it up with good work and really good customer service. This is very important. Have you tinted the new C8? I have not. I would love to get one of those. Okay, so he's going to be here in like 25 minutes whenever I got that message. So we'll stay on stream just for a couple more minutes and then I'll end it. Quality over quantity, unless you have a high volume dealership. It's about, yeah, maximizing your time. Like, just being really, really efficient about it. So, like, when you're tinting for an establishment, and they have overhead and they have expenses, so they can't charge $800 to $1,000 for every car. Most places, there's a few special ones that charge a lot. So they're gonna charge. I don't know. Around here, a lot of places charge anywhere from like $200 to $350. Starting out, depends on the establishment. And so you gotta break down your day on what makes sense as a business, but there's always this separation with some places that they just don't understand. They look at like the sheer dollars and they want to force as much work down your throat as they possibly can because they're just there to make money. And then you, as an installer, if you really care, you want to try and do as nice of a job as you possibly can. And trying to figure out that balance can be really, really tough, and some places just never get it. I have a brother we call Ray Ray. I worked with a guy. I called him Ray Ray. I bought a roll of 15%, 10 feet by 40 inch of Lumar ceramic tint for about $98, and they sent me some trash that faded. I messaged them about it, and they sent a refund. If you're buying... So... You're not ordering it that way from Lumar for sure. That's like a third-party seller, and chances are they could just call it Lumar and then send whatever. Always be leery about that kind of stuff for sure. But yeah. Most of my coffee melted. Ooh, I gotta get back to this other guy. Somebody messaged me on my Tint Stuff page, and then somebody messaged me on my Detroit Tint Studio page, so I have to like keep swapping back and forth. Not sure if he's responded. Okay, I think I'm caught up on everything. Hoping for Wednesday, but sometime this week I think we'll get a charger for sure. But wow, it's 3. We've been streaming for a while. It's been a long day. See, and what's weird is everything's going fine right now, right? CPU usage is down. Stream live, everything's good. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it had such a hiccup, but it's done it consistently enough to be an ongoing issue that's not going to fix itself, so I got to figure out what to do. Yeah, the next video, I don't think we have enough to quite do a video. I know we talked about soap, but if we have another car, I could do the second half of that video. You look sweaty. Yeah, it's warm in here. I got, like, stupid lights. Maybe we can turn those off. That might help a little bit. We got stupid bright lights. They get warm. Yeah, it's just... It's crazy. It's nicer outside than it is in here, though. That's the funny part about it. Oh, yeah, the stream. Yeah, so I definitely want to get a video up sometime this week. I gotta confirm with the customer on what day we can do it. We're probably gonna go live hopefully Wednesday, if I had to guess, because he said he can take a half day. So either Wednesday after 12 o'clock or maybe Saturday morning is when I'm gonna shoot, at least for the next one. I don't have anything else besides that. It's cool, though. As soon as I do one of these, some stuff starts to trickle in. I just have stopped a lot of advertising, so I'm just doing what I can. But yeah, man. So with that, let me... Viewer activity. Let me go back through. Can I go back through all the super chats? I know I got a couple minutes, so bear with me. YouTube Studio. It will tell me the super chats. Unfortunately, we don't have tint emojis enabled yet. I'm really upset about that. Hopefully we will sometime. Yeah, it was on eBay? Yeah, then I wouldn't expect it to even be Lumar. I could oversell you that stuff on eBay in a heartbeat. Okay, so T-Jet, Mr. Magic, Terry, Kieran with a whole bunch of them. 306, T-Jet, Jamie, Terry. Thank you all for the super chats. Thank you for the support. I greatly appreciate it. We are putting Thursday. Ooh, Charger. He just responded Thursday at 12. So we're going to do the next live stream Thursday unless we get something on Wednesday. So Thursday should be good. Ooh, we can talk about the defrosters. We can talk about the defrosters on Thursday because we got a Charger coming in. Good shit. But anyways, thank you all for the support. We are paying an editor now. So we have put stuff into the stream. So all that kind of stuff, like it helps out a lot with what we're doing here. I mean, I am dedicated quite a bit of time to doing these streams, and I greatly appreciate all the love and the support from the community. It's been super, super cool. And then even if you don't super chat, it's cool, man. I love the interaction, talking to you guys. This has been great fun. So with that, thank you all so much for hanging out today. Thursday, it looks like we'll do another live stream. We'll hopefully have that Charger down here. Hopefully nothing falls apart. Like, I mean, as far as appointments. And we should be good after 12 o'clock p.m. So thanks all for watching again. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.